welcome to weekly vlog number 33. It is Monday afternoon now. I have had a very productive morning. First I went to Walmart to pick up my groceries like I do every week. Then I went to Riley's studio and worked on some Etsy stuff. I had coffee with my sister-in-law for a hot second, and now I'm back home again getting some things done around the house. Like I said, it's Monday and we leave on Thursday mid-morning for our trip, which we are going to Florida for a wedding for a few days and then leaving for a cruise for a week, for 5 days, like for 5 weekdays. And so we are packing and preparing for that trip this week, and I'm just like buzzing with excitement. I can hardly sleep. I literally was up at 3 a.m. this morning. Like a little kid on Christmas, or a little kid on Christmas Eve. So we are just really excited for, really excited for the trip, and are just trying to, I'm just trying to really get things in the right place that they need to be, like get our house in order, get all my work stuff in order, emails and Etsy conversations answered and all that kind of stuff answered, so I don't have to be thinking about it the entire time while I'm away, and also getting like packing and things like that done. So welcome to my week. Let's jump right in. So you can hear the bread maker is going. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just kneading the dough for me. Tonight we were just going to have some salad and then a pasta dish on the side, but I decided that I'm hungrier than that. So we're having a loaf of bread, pasta, and a salad. It's gonna be a delicious feast and I am so excited for it. So stay tuned because I'll show you more of our dinner later. But this bread maker I get questions about all the time, and I have had it for probably 5 or 6 years now. It's been a long time. Use it all the time. It makes the best bread. It's so delicious. It makes the house smell amazing, and it's literally zero work. You just dump the ingredients into the well in here and push start. It's foolproof. So I'll link it below. I've definitely linked it below in a lot of other videos, but I continue to get questions about it, so I figured I'd mention it. So I'm using this monopod, which is this thing, for my camera this week, just to see if I like it. I've had it for a while, but haven't really used it all that much, but it definitely makes, especially filming myself, a lot more comfortable because you don't have to hold your hand up like this and like your arm shaking. And also, I don't know that I ever showed you guys this mirror. It is lovely. It's like a light wood, and this is all a hot mess right now, but you can imagine how cute it would be if all that junk wasn't there. But it just goes with our little entryway table, which I get questions about this all the time. This is from IKEA and the baskets are from Target. It does not come as one piece. Those four were separate from that, but they fit really well. So doesn't that mirror look pretty? It's from Target. Like I said, I'll link it below if I'm able to find it online, but we absolutely love it. It makes this space feel so much bigger. We used to have a little small mirror there, and it was turquoise and I hated everything about it, and now I love this one. Okay, so I'm getting ready to leave now. I'm going to run to the post office to drop something off, and then to the grocery store because I did my Walmart pickup today and I forgot lettuce for tonight's salad, and I really want it. So I'm going to get it. And it is hot today. It's not like Texas summer hot, but for spring it's like 81 degrees, so it's pretty warm. And yeah, it's pretty warm. So I always carry water with me all day every day, and I'm gonna have to switch over to the Yeti. This is like my spring and fall one. My winter one is one like this that has like this Disney Christmas thing on it, and then in the summer I use a knockoff Yeti because I need it to be cold longer because it gets so dang hot. Anyway, now that I've given you the history of my cups that I use for water, I'm gonna go. Dinner tonight is about to be so delicious. I just pulled the bread out of the bread maker, and then I am making a copycat Olive Garden salad, which if you love Olive Garden salads, you understand why I'm so excited about this. So I made a big salad, and I actually made homemade Olive Garden dressing. Let's see if this will focus. And it tastes exactly like it. I just tasted it with a piece of tomato. It's amazing. And then I'm making a tortellini dish. So I am so excited for dinner tonight. I am just really hungry and ready to eat. I know some of you have left comments that you really don't enjoy cooking very much, but you're looking to cook, eat more at home and cook more at home, which I am a huge proponent of for a variety of reasons. saves money. Almost, it's always healthier, even if you're making an unhealthy meal. I've written a bunch of blog posts about this. You can go read them if you want to read all the reasons why I think eating at home is a great idea. But whenever I'm trying a recipe for the first time, which is the case today with this tortellini Parmesan cream sauce, which sounds amazing. I will link this recipe as well as the Olive Garden copycat recipe below. I always put everything out in and have it, most of it I'll have it pre-measured. Like, I'm not gonna pre-measure the cheese or the flour or the salt. I'll go ahead and measure those just as the recipe, but I already chopped up the spinach and measured that, and I have my garlic ready to go, and I already measured my butter and the cream and things, so it just makes it so much easier to not have to be like, it makes the cooking fun instead of stressful, because everything is already out and you can just, it makes you kind of feel like a little chef. You're just throwing things in the pan and doing that kind of thing instead of like rooting around in your pantry and trying to measure and all that. So that's a little tip from me to you. I certainly did not create this tip. This is something that cooks and chefs have been doing for a very, very long time. But if you are new to cooking at home, I hope this is maybe a little bit helpful to you, because it certainly helps me to enjoy the process rather than be stressed about it, because I know that everything's all ready for me to go. So here is the tortellini with the cream sauce and the sun-dried tomatoes and the spinach. It looks amazing. I'm just kind of tossing it right now. Obviously it's not plated, so it's not looking gorgeous, but it looks yummy, does it not? Yum. And then we're leaving in a few days, and we had a little bit of red wine left, so I gave a little bit to me and a little bit I just don't, it's gonna probably be stale by the time we get home. I tossed the salad. It looks amazing. I sliced a few pieces of the bread. I have some butter for the bread, and the table is set. And Riley said that he'll be home in just a couple of minutes. I cannot wait to eat and decompress with my husband. I have had, in the past, like 48 hours, I've had like 5 completely separate interactions with people that have just been highly, highly frustrating for a variety of reasons. And sitting down to eat like a nice hearty meal and talking to Riley is like the remedy for that. Originally we were gonna have this like really light salad tonight, and my body needs something more substantial tonight. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. Sounds great. Have you ever had where you just feel like everyone's against you, and then you realize that you're the common denominator, so maybe you're just like dealing with some rage? Could be the problem. But also it feels like everyone is against me because everyone's being crazy and annoying. So, who knows? Hey guys, I just finished up with eating dinner, and I'm sitting down now because I have a Skype meeting with one of my mentees. Oops. And that dinner was delicious in every single way. The bread was delicious, that salad was amazing, that tortellini dish was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. So I will link, like I said, I'll link the bread maker below, I'll link the tortellini recipe below, and I will link the copycat Olive Garden salad recipe below. So if you're looking for a delicious filling meal, there you go. On an unrelated note, so Disney cruises, if you're going on a Disney cruise, you can search the name of your ship with the dates that you're going, and oftentimes, I think probably all the time, there are Facebook groups where people get on Facebook together, and everyone who's going on that cruise who finds that group, they're all together on Facebook. I feel like I could have said that in so many different ways that would have been faster, but I got up at 3 a.m. this morning and my brain is just like mush by now. So I'm trying to like rally before this meeting. But it's a short meeting. We only have a couple of things to go over, so I think we'll be great. But in these groups, a lot of times people do like the fish extender gifts. We're not doing that this time. We joined the group too late, but maybe next time we'll do it. But like, there are some people in the group who like literally want to like hang out and get together with the other people in the group like all the time, every day, and they're like asking like, I don't know. I don't want to do that at all. Like, it doesn't sound fun to me at all. Maybe it's because I'm an introvert, but like there's nothing that sounds fun to me about hanging out with strangers the entire time on my anniversary vacation. Does that make me antisocial? It might make me a little antisocial, or maybe just very introverted. But even if it wasn't an anniversary trip, like even if Riley and I were just going, I don't want to hang out with people I don't know. I feel like that's really rude, but like that's the honest truth. Who is with me? If you've ever been on a cruise or a Disney cruise and you've been in one of these groups, are you like the person who's trying to get everyone together to do things like multiple times throughout the week? Like they're all meeting on the first day and then they're like it's not just like a one-time thing. Like they're getting together for this class and this, and then they're going and doing this together and this together. I have no interest. I have no interest. I just want to be with my husband. I don't want to make small talk. Let me know where you stand on that spectrum. I'm at Riley's studio and I just sorted the last run we're gonna do before vacation. It's so nice to have them all here. We're gonna print them all, I'm gonna ship them all out, and then I'm gonna have 0 open orders for the first time since we were closed last December. It's gonna feel so good. I just got my Young Living order for the month, so I thought I'd show you what I bought this month. Please note that this is not how it came. They were all in packages, but I pulled them out just so that I didn't have to do that while I was trying to show you guys. So I got some cedarwood essential oil. We like to diffuse this at night along with lavender. Lavender and cedarwood are great for falling asleep. Some Thieves essential oil, which is just a staple. Some lime essential oil, which was a bonus, but I'm gonna diffuse it, I think, with some grapefruit. I got some Thieves hand sanitizer, hand purifier, and I just used some. It smells amazing. I love it. I got the Lavaderm cooling mist. I've heard great things about this on skin that has had too much sun, so I'm going to take it with me on our beach trip and cruise because I think that will be great. I haven't smelled it yet, but I think it smells like lavender, which obviously I love. I got this Satin facial scrub. It's like a gritty exfoliating face wash. Wow, that was hard for me to think of the words for. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. Plus mint. I love anything mint. Then I got these Thieves Wipes. They are like the equivalent of Clorox wipes, but Thieves. I'm gonna give them a shot and see what I think. And then I also got a 5 milliliter, which is this size, of ginger essential oil, but I already packed it. I specifically bought it for our cruise for any seasickness because ginger is good for that. So I don't have that in here anymore because I've already packed it, but that was my Young Living order for this month. Hey guys, I am home now. Riley is still printing my shirts, so I'll probably be able to package them up tonight or tomorrow morning. I am in the middle of answering lots and lots of emails, so that's what I'm gonna work on for now, and then I have a Skype meeting later this evening, and then I can start checking into vacation mode, kind of. Alright, I just got a bunch of emails answered. I still have a few more, but I'm tired of answering emails. All I ever do is type. All I ever do is type. So I'm gonna work on something else for a while, and I'll check in with you guys later, maybe when we are having dinner. So Riley just got home from work. We're about to make dinner, and he asked me if I could vlog a little something about his organizational journey.
Organizational journey I've had over the years of being married to Blair. So I got this book 2 years ago to organize my day-to-day work things. So here we have May 22nd of 2016, and then we have a couple days over today. So as you can see, I use these 6 pages and organize my life 6 times.
In 2 years.
But I'm starting back up.
What inspired you?
Probably you, but I don't know, I'm not you, so I can't, I don't know what to write in here. I'm like...
But did you just wake up one morning and decide to go back into it?
Well, no, today I had to grab this because the IT guy was there, and I was like, hold on, and I grabbed this, and I was like, oh yeah, May 22nd, 2016. Really organized day. So I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. You are pretty organized. I don't know about...
Just not your way.
I don't know about... Well, that's okay. Okay, so tonight for dinner we're having buffalo chicken salad, and it's like a literal salad with lettuce. It's not like chicken salad, you know what I'm saying? So it is a Pioneer Woman recipe, which is always a hit. And I don't typically care for blue cheese, but I love blue cheese when it's paired with buffalo sauce. So anyway, we're gonna get to making this, and I will take you along with me. And here is the final product. On Riley's, I also put some blue cheese crumbles, but I don't care for blue cheese that much, so I just have the blue cheese dressing. But it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday. It's like 6 a.m. right now. I think on the dot about. And it's still dark outside. And I'm up to package my final batch of Etsy orders before we go on vacation tomorrow. They're all printed, and once they're shipped, I'm done, at least for like a week, which is gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and package these up, get them going, and I'll drop them off at the post office on my way to the chiropractor this morning. Good morning. It's now not even 9 a.m. yet, and I am already crying. If you don't know, I cry 24/7. This has been the most beautiful morning. I woke up bright and early, like I said, around like 5:30. I was packaging orders by 6. I got a whole bunch done. And then right when I was I washed my face and just kind of pulling on some clothes to go to the post office, my friend Jenny sent me a Marco Polo and asked if I could stop by her house because she wanted me, actually she asked if Riley on his way to work could drop something off at her house. And I was like, well, I'm already up and Riley's still asleep, so I'll just come over. So I went over, and like it was like, I don't even know if it was 7. It was like a little after 7. It was like so really early to be like visiting with friends. I went over there and I fed Theo his breakfast, and we just hung out for a while, and it was super fun, and the sun rose and it was so beautiful. And then I drove further into town to the post office and just listened to worship music, and I'm just so grateful to God for this day, and I'm so emotional right now. It's just like been a beautiful morning. A beautiful morning. Such a good morning. So anyway, I am going to head inside. Riley's already left for work now because it's just before 9, and he usually starts work right around 9. But I'm gonna go in and get some breakfast or something. But I just always like to document when it's just a sweet time. It's 4 o'clock now, and I am finishing up the last final touches of packing for our trip. It looks kind of like organized chaos in here, but it's going pretty well. So I've just been pulling the last few things and then continuing to make a list on my phone, which I talked about in my last vlog, of things that we need to pick up, you know, right as we're walking out the door. The good news is that our flight is not until 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. Usually we fly out around 6 a.m. when we're flying to the East Coast, and so 1:30 p.m. is a lot nicer of a time. So what I did to organize my thoughts with regards to what I was wearing, I just took little sticky notes and put them around just to give myself a good idea of the fact that I had enough dresses and that I was, you know, whatever. I designed these shirts and then Riley printed them. So they're these black shirts. This one's mine. And these are for the pirate night on the Disney cruise. So mine says Yoho Yoho. And then Riley's is this one. We've never ever worn couples shirts before, so this will be a first for us. It says a pirate's life for me. I thought it was really cute. If you don't know, which you might not know this is my closet. That's not what I was gonna say. I absolutely hate dressing up in a costume. There are very few things in life that I despise as much as that. Halloween, I hate. I do not like it. I do not like being in costume of any kind. It is so stressful to me. I've never really liked it. Ugh. So this Pirates Night, I started looking into it, and like most people dress up on the Disney cruises, and a lot of people dress up in pirate outfits, like full-grown men and women in full pirate outfits, and they're like super cool and elaborate pirate outfits. And then of course the children do too. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, you couldn't pay me $1 million to put on that outfit. Like, I just could not. So I was trying to brainstorm something that would be festive to my own level. And I was like, what if we did matching t-shirts that said yo ho, a pirate's life for me? Because that could be cute. It's festive, but it's a black t-shirt with white writing on it, and I could wear that. And Riley was like, I'd be down with that. So I sat down one afternoon and designed them, and like I said, I sent the design over to Riley and he printed them. I thought they were really cute. So that's our little pirate night outfit. And I shared this dress in a recent vlog. This is what I'm wearing to my cousin's wedding, and then I might also wear it to Remy on the ship. And then this is what I'm wearing to another event for my cousin's wedding, and I'll likely also wear that on the ship. So I'm gonna start getting to packing those now. I've waited till the last minute. I've been loving using the shower cap trick that I was talking about in my last vlog. I just bought really cheap shower caps from the Dollar Tree. It was 8 for $1, and then I put my shoes in them so my shoes don't get dirt and grime all over the rest of my clothing, which I think is just an easy and smart way to control that. So that's what's going on here. So I'm gonna close this top part and start putting things in. Also with the Birkenstocks, I've just been getting so many questions about them. I am like so not the expert, you guys. I've had them for like a few weeks in anticipation of this trip, and a lot of people have been asking, do you think they're comfortable enough to wear to Disney? That is 100% dependent on your feet, your body, your preferences, etc. I am able to wear these sandals for a very long time without them hurting, but I would not personally attempt to wear them all day at Disney. However, I would attempt to wear them for maybe an evening, like if I was going back to the parks at 6 or 7 and I was going to be there for like 2 or 3 hours, I would totally wear them. But I would definitely, personally would not wear anything except for sneakers if I'm going like at rope drop and I'm going to be there for most of the day. Personal preference. I know plenty of people who wear Chacos or Birkenstocks or something along those lines and really love them. So I can't answer that question for you. I don't know. The best thing you can do is, if you already have a pair, wear them for a long period of time and see what happens. And so for me, like, I can wear these for 3 or 4 or 5 hours and be very, very comfortable. But at the end of the day, like, they're still sandals. So they're still going to rub more than like tennis shoes would. So that's my personal opinion and thoughts on that. All right, so I've closed up this bottom part, and I'll zip it once I'm completely done with it, and that way I can pack this top part, which is usually where I put my clothes, because it's not very structured. It's like the duffel part. We are in love with these suitcases. Like, we just tell each other all the time, aren't you glad we bought those suitcases? And I have already filmed an in-depth video about all of our favorite luggage, which I will link above if you are, it's this side, if you are interested in checking it out. But these are the e-bags. The smaller ones that we also use are e-bags, and we genuinely love this brand. Nothing about this is sponsored, but e-bags, if you're watching, email me, because I love you guys. So instead of it being Frat House Kitchen Monday, it is Frat House Kitchen Thursday evening. After I made dinner last night, I was just completely exhausted because I had been up really early, and I just left it out, and Riley was tired too, and it's just sat here all day, which is really something special. So I'm gonna clean the kitchen. I'm gonna give you a very satisfying time lapse of it.
Charlie, I didn't see your cat friend out there, so
I'm sure she was afraid of the
you should give it a rest.
out when she was in the door.
Here's the thing. You've never had a cat. I've had several cats. I know everything about cats. You don't know anything about cats. Facts.
and the kitchen is all clean. Isn't that satisfying to watch? Alrighty, it's about 9:30. Packing is just about wrapped up here. Riley's gonna add a couple more things to his, and this is like kind of the catch-all suitcase where we're putting all the last minute things that we need to throw in. And then over here I have things that I don't want to forget. So this is going to be all of my last minute toiletries that aren't packed in my toiletry case in there. So in the morning after I use them, I'll put them in here. My makeup case is in my room to be filled after I use it. This is all, I have a blanket around me right now because I'm really cold. This is going to be all of our tech stuff. So we're going to add chargers and things to that in the morning. This is my bedside table. So I need to add the essential oils I use before bed and a couple of other things. This is my self tanner, and this is the mitt. It's weird, the mitt kind of gets green. And these are the gloves that I use. So that all needs to go in this baggie, but I'm letting the mitt dry. This is my husband. What's up? You excited?
Yeah. You excited?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's kind of, these are like the last few items that need to go away. We have this luggage scale. I don't know. I think I might have gotten it from Target or Amazon. Those are probably two good guesses. But we weigh all of our suitcases before we leave, and then I just always pop this in the lightest one because it just gives me peace of mind when, especially with these big ones, because they get to 50 pounds like pretty easily. So because they're just so large, and that way I can, when we're leaving our destination, I can weigh this. I'll link one below if you don't have a luggage scale. They're very inexpensive, like I don't know, 10, 15 bucks, and they are such a game changer for me. It's one less thing to have to think about at all, because we just weigh them before we leave, and then weigh them before we leave when we're coming home. Like I said, this is like catch-all. This is like hair stuff. This is my blow dryer. This is the tumbler I'm going to use on the cruise and probably on the beach beforehand. This is all our seasickness stuff. You know, just these are like Thieves Wipes, which is like it's like a natural Clorox wipe. So just all that kind of stuff is going in here. Because this stuff it kind of adds, it gets pretty heavy. So we're flying Southwest Airlines, which is 4 bags fly for free for, you know, suitcases. So we're just going to each check. We each have one of these smaller ones. I have a blue one, and then he has this green one, but we're just kind of on this trip doing whatever. So we each have a black suitcase with most of our clothing in it and shoes, which we have to bring a lot of shoes for this trip. And then in our smaller ones, we have a variety of different things, including a group of shirts that we printed specially for my family. Let me pull those out. So with Riley being a screen printer, oftentimes when we are, I'll show you this one because this is the accurate one. When we are going on a trip where I'm going to see my family, we will design and print shirts for it just as a fun way to document it. So we do that for Christmas. Actually, I'm wearing the Christmas one right now. This is the one from last Christmas. And on the back it has like my grandfather's boat. I think I showed it in my packing vlog last Christmas. Actually, I know that I did. And for this one, I designed it and Riley printed it. So we did 2018 with some little waves, and we did the comfort colors in this gorgeous blue. It's called Flow Blue. And then on the back, we just have it say Vero Beach Weekend, and then Riley kind of distressed it. So it's kind of just a fun little, it's like a little family thing that we always do. So I only have 2 in here because I wasn't sure which size my dad was, so we had to get 2 different sizes, and unfortunately this one doesn't have a pocket on it. So all the other ones, which there's like 10 other ones, are in the other suitcase, which these comfort colors are super heavy, so that's another reason why we had to bring so many suitcases. So that's the story. I'm starting to get pretty sleepy because I got up so early this morning. I was up at like 5 or 5:30 and working by 6, so I'm probably gonna wrap it all up and head to bed soon, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
Look at this little nest that the bird just built above our door. You see those little eggs? so cute.
Good morning! It's Thursday, May 10th. Today is departure day for us. We are heading to Florida today. Our flight doesn't depart until 1:30 p.m., which is fantastic because almost always we fly out on the 6 a.m. flight when we are heading to the East Coast, which means that we are getting up about 2 a.m. So I got a full night's sleep. Ooh, I was just listening to a podcast. We had a full night's sleep. I went to bed around 10:30, which is super early for me, and I was up by about 6:45 or so. And I just got myself together to some degree and packed up like my makeup, all my toiletries that I use every day, and all that kind of stuff. So I am ready to go. I got a gift card to Starbucks, so I'm gonna run there right now and just grab something to eat for breakfast. Riley is still asleep, so I need to get out of the house because I have like all this energy because I'm so excited for this trip and I just feel like I'm being really loud. So I'm gonna go drive to Starbucks, waste some time, hopefully he can get some good sleep. And then we're planning on leaving here right around 10 because we first need to go drop off our dog Charlie at my mother-in-law's house, and then we need to make our way down to the airport and all those kinds of things. And we always just like to allow ourselves plenty of time so that it's not stressful. So that's what we're up to this morning. It's so exciting. Oh my gosh, I like haven't been able to sleep this week very well because I'm just so excited for this trip and it's finally here. All right, I just got home and I'm listening to some great worship music, and I got a big water and a little coffee, and I even got a breakfast sandwich today. I'm actually gonna sit out here and eat it because I love sitting in my car and listening to music and eating breakfast. It's just a little weird thing I love to do. All right, Riley is loading up the car and our house is all nice and clean. I did all the kitchen and tidying of the kitchen and the dishes last night, and Riley vacuumed, which is great. There's nothing like coming back to a clean house, and there's nothing that's quite as annoying as coming back to a filthy house. So the kitchen is all clean. We're gonna go drop off this half and half to his mom before we leave because it is gonna expire while we're gone. And the whole back room is all clean. We took out the trash, everything's locked up. We have all the door closed to conserve energy. So we just turn our air, so it's like 80, the air is on 80 degrees. Our bed's all made, everything's nice and tidy. It's just nice. It's nice to come home to a clean house. That's something that's very important to me. And so we both pitched in to make sure that that would happen because Riley enjoys it too. The last load of dishes are going. We're good to go. You excited?
Yeah. Little work emergency.
We had to stop by Riley's studio before we drive down to the airport because turns out when you're the only screen printer at the studio
You should teach people how to do this.
and something has to get done, you have to be the one to do it. So he's gonna work on that and then we're gonna head out. Hey guys, we just got to the airport and pulled into the parking garage here, and so we are going to check in for our flight and get ready for that. So I'm gonna end this weekly vlog here and then I will start a new one once we are to our destination in Florida. But I just appreciate you so much for watching.
Like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, smash that like button.
Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, especially if you love travel and Disney, because we are about to be in Florida for a few days traveling, and then we're going on a Disney cruise all next week. So stay tuned for all kinds of fun content with regards to that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.